Hey guys, welcome back. Stop Talk and Roll, episode 200. Pretty cool. Today we have myself and Dan rolling in the no-gis. And here we go. So coming in right away. Oh, I'm talking. Let's see. All right, ignore my talking. So Dan comes around, tries to get north-south, just keeping my feet and my hands in the way. I don't like playing here forever, like where I'm chasing someone around standing. So sometimes I'll just kind of like let them get past, like so, turtle, and then the round is really going. So Dan does a good job getting me into north-south. I'm staying in type, trying to wrap up his head here into a reverse triangle. And as he fights to get out of that, what I should do is go down to his legs. Now I'm watching this. I wonder if that's what I do. Let's see. I'm just kind of curious what I end up doing here. I managed to get myself into half guard. Framing off of his hip right now so he can't get control of my head. Switching to the other side and up to the back. Okay, so let's break that down. Cool little sequence there. So we'll start back here. Actually, just rewind it. So Dan gets past my defenses here. He's turning. I'm completely open right now, so like I can't just sit here, otherwise he falls to north-south. So I turtle, quick, cover that so he can't get into back control, and I flip over, and I'm under his arm right here. So kind of like, why would you do that? But I have the ability to push him away, and I'm looking to actually put him into a reverse triangle here. So because I have my hand here, right, this is a calculated thing. You could barely see it. Let's see if I can pause it at it right there. Okay, I have my arm on the inside of his arm, inside of his elbow, so I can look to feed my leg through this hole right here, which is what I try to do here. So I invert, I pass this off, create a frame. Look, now I have both my arm and my leg behind that arm, and I look to start closing in. Dan does a good job of keeping his hand in place, so I can't necessarily do that. So I turn over and look to pull his leg in tight to turn him over. He has to change his base because Dan does a good job with that. If I keep pulling his leg and Dan does nothing, he falls to his hip. So Dan switches his base preemptively because I'm going to eventually win that battle. He puts his hip to the floor and throws his legs over. I wrap up his leg so I have something, and I keep fighting to get underneath to create space. I'm using this starting to use this as a wedge to keep him off of my head and keeping his foot in tight. So I get my inside, I switch my legs right here and get an inside butterfly hook and start to raise him, and I grab on the other leg. The reason I do that is because Dan's got me completely shut down on this side. I can't turn into him very easily, but this side of his body is completely exposed. It's not exposed right now, but I create that exposure by kicking his leg up. Dan thinks he can go for a mount. I tilt him over, sneak this leg underneath, put him into a half guard, and then now he needs a wizard in place or something to block my back take, and he doesn't, so I come up on top. What Dan could do there is probably back here actually, is hunker down on this control on my head, and get your knee free too. Either way, I come up, wrap up the side arm with everything, nice tight body lock, and look to advance position up the body. Get into a 3/4 mount here. Dan's able to get me back into half guard, but I pinch down on that leg on the other side. I don't let him come in. So I check his arm. I don't mind this hand. It's not great, but I don't mind it. I'm turning my hip to the floor. Actually, Dan does a great job here. Now he's got that stiff arm. So when this happens, when somebody stiffs arms, I like to go here. I gotta be honest, I still haven't really figured out a good solution. I'm just gonna switch sides here. I haven't found out a good solution to like how to stop somebody from stiff arming me. But basically I triangle his legs, and he's got really no ability to move me right now. And I just stay nice, disciplined. Thing is, like, Khabib does this. The thing is, he's allowed to strike. So like somebody can't really stiff arm him. Leg lace. So guys, this is something that I've noticed people need to work on, at least in our gym, is manipulating the feet. Look, this is my foot. I know there's like a bunch of different feet right here. I have spats on and Dan doesn't, so you can kind of see the legs that are, that you can see. Yeah, like these are mine, obviously, with the spats. I'm using my feet to clear hooks, right? Like, so I have his feet wrapped up. I pick the far side leg. So this lets me free my legs and get around to side control. Okay? It's really important to do those things. Because that's how you deal with hooks. Instead of just like kind of fighting against them and trying to beat them with speed. I don't like to beat stuff with speed. Like, you can, but it's not easy. And anybody that rolls with me knows that, like, it's not the easiest thing in the world to beat my hooks. So take your time with them. Like, set picks. So this whole time, that's what I'm doing with Dan, is setting picks, right? Setting wedges. Right? Like, I'm trying to get up his upper body. I'm not just going to jump for it. Could I? Probably. But, like, why would I do that? Dan's faster than me. I'm not going to beat him on a speed game. So, look, I bring my arm over. I block the hip. I work my way up. He's able to escape, so we reset. Dan comes in again. A turtle. Nice job, Dan, getting that hook in. Whenever somebody gets a bottom hook in, right? So, like, I don't want it to get that far, but let's say it does. I immediately fall to this side hip because it's a lot harder to control my back with a top hook versus a bottom hook. So immediately I throw my body here, and I'm looking to spin my hips out this way. I am in the way. Whoop-ha. Okay, so just one more time so you can see that. He gets this bottom hook in, and I fall to my hip immediately because it's going to be easier for me to continue that momentum and potentially end up on top. See how that's hard? I know this hook's going to come in, right? This is what is going to become the bottom leg. And look, my knee is immediately up to my chest. He throws that over. Not happening. Okay? Step on the foot. Drive my hips over, right? He's able to get 3/4 mount. But remember, I started in bottom anyway, so I haven't really given up any position. I think we're going to come back in a second. Looking for a half guard. I think I'm going to switch to De La Riva. Yeah, I was going to say. Not that I like doing that, but switching to De La Riva. I know we're kind of falling off screen, but everything that's important is still in play here with this De La Riva hook. Dan's doing a great job of controlling my other leg, which is the leg that I'm going to use to sweep for sure. Let's see, yeah. I'm probably going to, it's no-gi, so I would imagine, yeah, I was going to say, I would imagine I would go for some kind of leg locks. So, seated guard. I know we're like falling off the screen here. Driving back over. Good for content. Always looking to get my knee in between their legs. Okay? This is like if like I'm not doing anything prescriptive here. I'm not like a step-by-step. But look, I take these little things, guys, where I use my hooks to elevate legs. Look what I do with my right foot. It's outside. Right? It's out. Oop. It's outside. I sneak it in underneath so I can lift. Right? So I can start lifting his leg. And so I lift his leg, and then I can drive my knee as I slide my leg back. I drive my knee in the middle for a leg drag. Right? And get up on top. He has a heavy stiff arm here, so I'm going to be heavy on his hips. So while he can move his upper body, he cannot move his hips very well. If anybody has a good solution for this, I'm still trying to figure it out. With Dan, I could probably overpower, which is what I just do right here. But I mean, we have guys like, I don't know if Ricky or Howard are in here right now, or Q, and it's just not happening. Solidifying north-south. North-south choke. And get the finish. Oh, no. I didn't get the finish. Saved by the bell. All right. Good round. 200 episodes. Pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I hope you are too. If you haven't yet, please consider liking and subscribing. Ring the notification bell. I get these episodes out every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. 200 of these so far. And I'm not stopping. So love to have you on here. Please check out the description below if you want to be on the show. And I hope you have a lovely day.